What if I told you that some of the priciest zip codes in Denver are actually secretly the cheapest? I know it sounds wild, right? But hear me out. Imagine for a moment that you completely dumped your keys, said goodbye to your car, and tracked every single dollar you didn't spend. We're talking gas, insurance, parking tickets, even that random cracked windshield repair that always seems to pop up at the worst possible time. When you do the math, the numbers absolutely flip the whole "I can't afford downtown" story on its head. It isn't just about saving money, it's about reclaiming your time, your peace of mind, and even your weekends. Stick around because by the end of this list, you'll not only know exactly where to move if you're dreaming of a car-free life, but you'll also discover how to turn a dreaded car payment into extra cash for, say, bottomless brunch. Or that new e-bike you've been eyeing. Imagine the freedom of never circling for parking again. Hello everyone, my name's Martin Percival, Denver real estate agent, also known as the Condo Queen, and I help people find their perfect homes here in the Mile High City. I'm constantly looking at the real cost of living, so I decided to put the numbers to the test. How far could your feet, a trusty bike, and a monthly RTD pass truly take you? So many people say Denver's a driving city, you need to have a car here, but spoiler alert, it's possible to bank a whopping $700 plus a month going car free. Seriously. This list isn't just ranked by how many cute coffee shops each neighborhood has, though let's be real, we'll definitely cover those too. This ranking is all about how much cold hard cash can stay in your pocket by simply not owning a car. 5 incredible spots made the cut, places where living car free isn't just possible, it's actually preferable. Let's count them down and redefine what affordability in Denver really means. Kicking us off, we've got Cap Hill. This neighborhood is a true urban gem and its scores tell the story. A fantastic walk score of 91, solid transit score of 79, and a super respectable bike score of 85. But what do those numbers actually mean? A walk score of 91 means daily errands do not require a car. You can pretty much get everything you need on foot. For example, let's say you find a studio on Grant Street for $1,500 a month. Now that might sound a little spicy for some budgets, but here's where the magic happens. When you subtract the estimated $620 many people bleed into car-related expenses every month, gas, insurance, parking, maintenance, that kind of thing, that spicy rent suddenly becomes a whole lot more palatable. Your effective housing cost here would be close to $1,000. Which is pretty incredible for such a central, vibrant location. Need groceries? The Kween Supers on 9th is literally a 4-minute walk away from many residents. No need to load up the car, fight for a parking spot, or haul bags across a massive lot. Want to hit the gym? The running laps at Cheeseman Park are absolutely free, and it's a beautiful tree-lined stroll to get there. The only time you might miss having wheels is on a huge grocery run. Those 12 packs of sparkling water can get heavy. But honestly, that's a small price to pay for the sheer convenience and savings. Bottom line, living in Cap Hill, you could easily pocket about $500 a month after those savings. Plus, you're immersed in a dynamic cultural scene. We're talking incredible street art and every genre of live music imaginable within just 3 blocks. If you can handle the occasional 2 a.m. saxophone solo drifting through your window from a nearby nightclub, you're golden. Cap Hill offers a truly authentic Denver experience without the car headache. Coming in at number 4, we head to the River North Art District, better known as RiNo. This place has transformed itself from an industrial zone into one of Denver's most vibrant and sought after neighborhoods. The scores here are impressive. Walk score of 88, transit score of 81, and an outstanding bike score of 93. RiNo is practically built for 2-wheel living, with dedicated bike lanes everywhere you look. Average loft lease here is almost $2,000. Again, that might sound steep on the surface, but let's do a quick deep dive into the math. A reserved parking spot in one of these sleek new apartment buildings, that's typically about an extra $175 a month. On top of your rent. Ditch the car entirely and suddenly your effective housing drops to about $1,600. That's a significant chunk of change, right? And getting around, forget traffic, the 38th and Blake Street station is a game changer, whisking you to Union Station in a mere 9 minutes. From there you can connect to just about anywhere in the city, or even go to the airport. For cyclists, the Walnut bike lane is basically a freeway, making commuting by bike incredibly efficient and safe. One of the best perks? Every other warehouse in RiNo seems to have been converted into a brewery. So your commute home can effortlessly double as a happy hour. Talk about convenience. Car-free savings here can average a healthy $500, primarily because you no longer have to pay for downtown event parking every time you want to check out the latest art gallery or concert. RiNo offers a creative, energetic and surprisingly affordable car-free lifestyle, especially if you love being at the epicenter of Denver's art and craft beer scene. Coming in at number 3, we're talking about the Highlands, though if you ask any local, they'll probably still call it LoHi, short for Lower Highlands. This neighborhood boasts a fantastic walk score of 89, transit score of 67, which is decent but not the strongest, and a truly impressive bike score that punches up to 95. That high bike score is largely thanks to the iconic Highland Bridge, which effortlessly dumps you straight into Riverfront Park and provides incredible access to the vast network of trails along the South Platte River. Median one-bedroom rent in LoHi is around $2,000. Before you panic about that, let's factor in hidden costs many Denverites face, which is mountain driving. Many people burn about $120 a month in gas just escaping on weekends for a hike or a trail run. But what if you could still hit those trails without the car? That's where an e-bike comes in, maybe costing $19 a month. You get all the fun of exploring the foothills without the constant worry of replacing a $50 car tire that always seems to find a nail on those mountain roads. The net savings in LoHi can come out to a substantial almost $600. Imagine what you could do with that extra cash. The views of the Denver skyline from LoHi are unparalleled, and being able to walk to some of the city's best restaurants, boutiques, and a charming local bookstore make this neighborhood an absolute dream for anyone looking to shed their car and embrace a more active, community-focused lifestyle. It's urban living with a touch of suburban charm, all without car-related stress. Quick pause here, because I know some of you are probably thinking, this sounds amazing, but how do I actually make this work for my budget? All right, let's keep this countdown moving. Sliding into the number 2 spot, we've got the historic and ever-evolving 5 Points neighborhood. This place is rich with jazz history, and that legacy still pulses through its streets. But the real headline for car-free living is the Welton Corridor. This area is served by the new R line, which runs every 8 minutes during peak hours, which makes public transit incredibly efficient and reliable. For example, you could lease a 2-bedroom apartment for about $1,650 and split it with a roommate, making your half a very reasonable $825. Now here's the kicker, without a car, you'd completely avoid the $200 monthly garage fee that everyone else in the building has to pay. That effectively pushes your true housing costs down to about $625. Let that sink in for a moment. That's cheaper than most Aurora basements, and you're living in a vibrant, historically significant Denver neighborhood. Potential car-free savings here can top out at an impressive $640. And honestly, one of the most satisfying perks is realizing you can make it to the Broncos games faster than your friends who are stuck in soul-crushing traffic on I-25. The freedom of hopping on the light rail and being at the stadium in minutes while they're still inching along is priceless. 5 Points offers an incredible blend of history, community, and modern convenience, proving that you don't need a car to live large in Denver. And now for the grand finale, the undisputed champion of car-free living in Denver, the downtown core. This area boasts truly off-the-chart scores, a phenomenal walk score of 95, an unbeatable transit score of 93, and an incredible bike score of 96. If you want to live right in the thick of it, this is your spot. The average rent for a modern micro unit here is around $1,750, but here's the absolute kicker, the detail that truly makes downtown living a financial revelation when you ditch the car. Parking alone averages $250 a month minimum. Then you've got the car insurance, which tracks another $140. And let's not forget the insidious $10 daily drip. You add all of that up and you're looking at a staggering about $600 in pure car overhead every single month. Dump the vehicle and your effective rent shrinks to an astonishing $1,200. Yeah, you heard that right. That's effectively cheaper than living in Westminster. But you're right in the heart of the city. The convenience is almost unbelievable. You can walk to Whole Foods for groceries, spend an afternoon at the Denver Public Library, catch a world-class performance at the Denver Performing Arts Complex, and hop on Union Station's A-Line to the airport, all without ever touching a steering wheel. This is where you could see total savings of over $700, and you could hit 12,000 steps a day without even trying. Your daily commute becomes your workout, your errands become explorations, and your evenings can be filled with spontaneity rather than traffic frustration. If you want unparalleled access to everything Denver has to offer, and if you want to reclaim your time and your money, the downtown core is unequivocally the place to be. It's not just car free, it's car liberated. So there you have it. The long-held myth that you absolutely need to drive in Denver is completely busted. These 5 incredible neighborhoods, Cap Hill, RiNo, LoHi, 5 Points, and downtown, will all let you live a truly car-free life while simultaneously stacking extra cash in your bank account. It's not just about saving money, it's about a lifestyle shift. It's about more walking, more biking, more fresh air, and more engaging with your community. The beauty is there's a vibe for everyone, whether you're drawn to the gritty art walks of RiNo, the historic charm and jazz beats of 5 Points, the skyline lofts of downtown, or the more relaxed community-centric feel of LoHi. You can find a place that fits your personality and your budget. So I urge you to do the math on what you're not paying to park, to fill up, and to insure. You might be shocked at how much financial freedom is waiting for you. Now tell me in the comments, what's your favorite Denver neighborhood, car or no car? And then please subscribe and I'll see you on the next video. My name is Martin Percival, and if you want a copy of my Denver Condo Buyer's Survival Guide, the link will be in the description. My name is Martin Percival, Denver real estate agent and Condo Queen. You can contact me at condoqueen.com. That's Condo, Kween.com.